We come again on the second phase of the Renewed Hope policies, a bold manifesto in a transformative move by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, promising to reshape the very fabric of Nigeria's socio-economic landscape. Now, with the weight of a nation's aspirations resting on his shoulders, Tinubu's vision radiates a fervent optimism, igniting a collective yearning for change among millions of Nigerians. This sweeping initiative, aimed at revitalizing the economy, combating insecurity, and fostering inclusive governance, has emerged as a beacon of hope in a time of uncertainty. Now, as the echoes of his promising initiative reverberate through the streets of the hearts of citizens, the Renewed Hope policy stands as a clarion call for unity and resilience, daring the nation to dream of a brighter and more prosperous future. Will this courageous endeavor steer Nigeria towards a new dawn, or will the shadows of doubts looming large over its ambition exploring the rest of the policies in greater detail? We will now invite you to join us on an insightful segment featuring Mr. Yusuf Usman Bako from the Department of History and International Studies, Ibrahim Badamasi University, Niger State. On Viewpoint, we will dissect the feasibility of these initiatives while we embrace dialogue and discover perspectives. I'm your host, Odia AI. Join us shortly. To the show. The show is Viewpoint, where we discover perspectives and embrace dialogue. I've got with me Mr. Yusuf Usman Bako, lecturer at the Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida University, Niger State. You're welcome to the show, Mr. Yusuf Usman.
Thank you. It's a pleasure joining you.
Okay, I want to believe you're quite abreast regarding the policies which have been initiated by Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the 10 policies, but for the sake of time, we'll be reducing them to about 5 or 4 for your expansion. Now, in a nation where over 60% of the population is under 30, the importance of engaging our young minds in the political and socio-economic discourse cannot be overstated. The Tinubu administration actually recognizes this critical demographic as a powerhouse of potential innovation and resilience. Now, how can the National Youth Confab, which I want to believe you might be conversant, you must be hearing it on news making the rounds. Now, how can the National Confab effectively ensure that the diverse voices and perspectives of young Nigerians from various regions and backgrounds are actually represented in the policy-making process? And what mechanisms should be put in the place to sustain their engagement beyond the events?
Thank you for having me. Tinubu's administration, particularly looking at policies put in place since the inception of this administration,
yes,
have been a kind of harsh but decisive, in the sense that there are policies that are targeted at restructuring the system and injecting new ideas, new policies on charting a new way forward for economic, political, and social development of the country. And in as much as you have a leader, and then the leader is trying to make the country work, there is always need for decisive decisions. I think even though I know many Nigerians are really feeling the pain, but some of these policy decisions have been well intended, in the sense that they aim at bringing about future sustainable development. Okay. And one of those ones is the removal of fuel subsidy. The removal of fuel subsidy has really brought about a lot of consequences: inflation, high cost of living. But it is a decision that many experts, particularly economic experts, have been yearning for, and many also key players in governance have also been calling for the need to end fuel subsidy because of the corruption that has already been that has already dominated the oil sector. So going forward, the fuel subsidy removal has a lot of consequences for our own economy, which has affected the youths. Like you directed the discussion towards youth. The youths are really feeling the pain because it affects the income level of many individuals because of the high cost of living. What people earn at a particular point in time is no longer
Adequate.
So, I mean, the earnings are no longer
Sufficient.
of the same value. Yeah, they are not efficient. Even though government has been trying to make effort in creating safety nets, like increment in salary and providing certain essential services, and all these cash transfers and others. So for me, the youths are really feeling the pain, and some of these policies need to also be strengthened in order to address certain key issues of small and medium enterprises for the youths, because the youths mostly are into small and medium enterprises. Most of them don't have the capital. So I think injecting resources into developing skills and charting a way forward on the aspect of technological development, where most youths are into telecommunication, can really help to provide job opportunities.
Okay, you zeroing in on the youths now. We're talking about long-term goals now. Do you believe that what you've actually said now are indicators for its success in empowering young people to take advantage in active roles in nation building based on a long-term goal?
Yes, because in any strive, any national strive towards transformation and hard decisions that have to do with restructuring the system requires the support of the youths. And I think in this particular line of argument, I think the youths have a lot of stake, particularly in dedicating more of their energy in developing skills, because the age we are in now is the age of skills. Mostly when you go out looking for a job, mostly the skills is always at play. The certificates are not that much because we're already seeing transformation around the globe now. The development of technology, AI, and others, which have really been taking over a lot of the conventional or that is conventional or the traditional jobs opportunities. So new jobs are emerging, and I think the youths are also exploring some of those opportunities. We are seeing already some of these policies that were initiated by the I think the former administration regarding these POS. Anywhere you go now, most youths that have not been able to secure jobs in public places, some of them have established roadside businesses, their own POS businesses, and other financial transactions points where they keep themselves engaged, and then they also use it as a stepping stone to economic success in life.
Okay. That's all about the confab. I think our viewers out there can get or pick one or two out of that. Okay, moving over to the National Credit Guarantee Company, the NCGC. It's an ambitious launch, quite all right, slated for before the end of the second quarter of this year, 2025. Now, the government's vision actually extends beyond these mere promises, aiming to forge a pathway towards increased economic vitality and resilience. Now, in a nation where access to credit has often been a formidable barrier, I'm coming from the POS venture because most of them now are also doling out these facilities. Now, access to credit has often been a formidable barrier. The NCGC, which I just mentioned now, emerges as a beacon of hope and is a groundbreaking initiative which is designed to empower individuals and invigorate critical sectors of the Nigerian economy, addressing pressing needs for financial access in a society eager for growth and development, because the youth of today now, they are actually clamoring for, what do I need to do next? Now, how might the establishment of the National Credit Guarantee Company, the NCGC, reshape the entrepreneurial landscape? Because of what you just mentioned regarding the POS building of websites, how can it actually reshape the entrepreneurial landscape in Nigeria, particularly for sectors that have historically struggled with the access of financing?
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me? Did you get my question, Mr. Usman?
Okay, please, your question. Please.
Okay, let me go over it again. Coming from the entrepreneurial background now, a particular initiative has been set up among the policies in which Tinubu has actually brought up, which is known as the National Credit Guarantee Company. It's slated to take effect from the end of the second quarter of this year. Now, this vision extends beyond mere promises, aiming to forge a pathway towards increased economic vitality and resilience. Now, in a nation where access to credit facility has often been a formidable barrier, the NCGC emerges as a beacon of hope and actually a groundbreaking initiative, if you actually agree, because people find it difficult to access finance for their capital. Now, it is designed to empower individuals and invigorate critical sectors within the economy where there are lapses, addressing pressing needs for financial access in a society eager for growth and development. Now, how might the establishment of this credit facility, the National Credit Guarantee Company, reshape this entrepreneurial landscape in Nigeria, particularly for sectors that have historically struggled with access to capital or financing?
I think it's one of the major key initiatives of President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, in trying to provide social welfare packages for Nigerians, particularly the youths. We have even seen that from even the student loan. I think as an academics, we are already seeing that from that particular perspective, where students have been given the opportunity to access student loan to fund their education and develop their skills. Likewise, we're also accessing funds to develop business. Youths have the opportunity now to secure short-term and long-term loans by accessing some of these funds and then developing their businesses, particularly what I earlier mentioned, that is small and medium enterprise businesses that are the engine room of most economic activities in any society. So it's a laudable initiative by the government because capital is key to any business. And where you don't have the capital, it is always difficult for you to sustain a particular, in fact, to even start a business, not to talk of business. So where you even have the capital and then you want to expand the business, added capital will be of great value. So the youths, I think I also will call on the youths to explore this particular, particularly there is already a little gap. Like in the north, I think most youths are not mostly aware of this. I think government should explore this national means of public awareness to sell out some of these policies to the youths. CNG gas as one of the social welfare packages of the current administration, particularly in trying to reduce the cost of transportation. Already now, youths are also encouraged to explore this particular aspect of learning skills on how the conversion measures are normally done, and then also how they can also venture into such kind of business. Then going back to the initiative of National Credit Guarantee Company,
Yes.
which is slated for May this year. Is aimed at expanding credit access to youth, particularly the undeserved, the less privileged youths, women, youths, and women particularly. Then strengthening the financial confidence of small and medium enterprise individuals who are already into business to strengthen their business, and then provide a relief package, particularly for teaming graduates that every year universities in Nigeria continue to produce, and then the job opportunities are not there. So I think it's an opportunity for them to also explore that business enterprise opportunities using the National Credit Guarantee Company. We hope and then pray that it will come to life, and then the youth will also explore that opportunity. And I think the company is already in partnership with other agencies that have already been established. So I think it's going to really work well if the strong synergy is well established through the Bank of Industry, Nigerian Consumer Credit Corporation, Nigerian Sovereign Investment Agency, and then the Ministry of Finance. All these are agencies that have already been in existence, and then they are expected to work towards sustaining the National Credit Guarantee Scheme.
Okay. On a comical note, I want to call the National Credit Guarantee Company initiated by this policy a financial palliative for Nigerians who are facing one financial stress or strain or the other. Now, okay, on a conclusive note,
yes,
at the core of this transformative vision lies this also groundbreaking initiative from which is actually called the Renewed Hope Creative Village. Now, imagine a vibrant tapestry of culture and creativity within Nigeria where there's so much richer heritage. They all converge with innovation and opportunity. I'm saying this because earlier on you made mention of the AIs and a few technological advancements, particularly on the part of the youth, which they are actually exploring. Now, the government's vision for these creative villages is nothing short of revolutionary, designed to harness the untapped potential of the creative sector. These hubs aim to create thousands of jobs and breathe new life into our monumental sites, safeguarding them for future generations. Now, the creative sector, often referred to as the backbone of Nigeria's economy, we have so many of them now, majority of them are on the internet. It has been actually been underutilized for too long or underestimated. From the pulsated rhythms of our musicians to the intricate craftsmanship of our artisans out there, we see the carvings if we go around the country. Nigeria actually boasts of a wealth of talents and creativity waiting to be unleashed. Now, in what ways, briefly, can you or do you think the creation of the Renewed Hope Creative Village could actually reshape the perception of Nigeria's cultural identity, both locally and globally, and what challenges might arise in this process?
The Renewed Hope will provide access to credit facilities. Will also provide skills acquisition.
I'm talking about the creative villages now. To secure
the creative villages are
yes.
There are hopes for exploring digital opportunities that can empower our youths.
Okay.
And then also to engage them, particularly looking at the high rate of unemployment, it will go a long way in addressing most of the social problems in our society.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr.
Because
okay.
Because already we have high level of unemployed youth, and such initiatives can provide engagement. And where youths are fully engaged, it's an opportunity to make them usable, and then and a kind of peaceful. Because where an idle man is a double workshop. So most of the crimes and at times social the crisis that we normally have is due to lack of youth engagement. So I think such initiative is a welcome idea, and it will go a long way in creating a peaceful and prosperous society where youths are fully engaged.
Okay, I think that's quite explanatory. Thank you very much, Mr. Yusuf Usman, for making our time to join us today.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right. Well, that was Mr. Yusuf Usman Bako from the Department of History and International Studies, Ibrahim Badamasi, Babangida University, Niger State. Now, drawing the curtain on today's show, the path to economic resilience is paved with the bricks. The implications of these policies are profound. As such, we must recognize the profound impact it can have on the standard of living for all citizens. As the government seeks to actually stimulate activity, the threshold of the monumental achievements, the 2025 Renewed Hope policy must actually embody the aspirations of national eagerness of each and everyone for progress. I've been your host, Odiawa AI, on Viewpoint for Veegil Media. Thanks for watching.